We've been telling you this morning about the tragic death of Don Bradshaw, a trainer at SeaWorld who died after being drowned by a killer whale yesterday. Joining us now from Denver is wildlife expert and director emeritus of the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium, Jack Hanna, who knew and worked with Don. Jack, good morning. I'm so sorry about the loss of your friend.
Yeah, it really is. We're still all in a state of shock. You know, the aquarium and zoo world is such a small family, and when we lose somebody, it's something I'm still, since yesterday, I still can't believe that a beautiful person like Dawn, who people so admired, who I compare to really like an astronaut or an Olympic athlete. She was the best there was at what she did, and my heart goes out to all of them.
What gets me, when I look at her video, she went there as a little girl, saw the whale, was in awe of this creature, and said, "I'm going to grow up and be a whale trainer." This was her passion. This was her life's work.
Yeah, it really was. Just hearing that music is tough. But I'd been with Tilly there with them, and had done some stand-ups for my show with them in the background, and Dawn and that type of thing. And as I said before, and I'll continue to say, the work that she does, when Steve Irwin passed on, he would love his legacy to continue. And I know Dawn would. I know if something happened to me, I would. We all work our hearts out. I've done this for 40-something years to bring the animal world to tens of millions of people through our zoo or through SeaWorld, wherever it might be. And I just hope that SeaWorld will continue this. It is a killer whale. And the only thing I compare it to is when the astronauts went to the space station, that tragic thing happened coming back. Why did we do that? We did that to learn more about space, how it will help us. Why do we have Tilly, and why do we have whales, as well as elephants, other animals in our zoological parks and things like this? We have it to educate folks. It's the last chance we have to save these animals. Now, I heard you say earlier, someone said about why do we have the killer whales in a situation like SeaWorld.
We look at the picture, and we're looking at it right now. This is a 12,000-pound animal,
right,
and it's being held in a confined space. I know that you and SeaWorld and all these organizations do a lot of good work to teach people, but is it worth the risk? Are you doing something unnatural? And is it worth the risk?
Well, to me, yes, it's worth the risk because of the value that will come out of this. Remember something, 99% of our animals in zoological parks come from other zoos. Most all the whales at SeaWorld have been born at SeaWorld. Yes, did Tilly there was a death that occurred there several years ago with a young man that snuck in there and went across fences and jumped in at nighttime? That's not Tilly's fault or SeaWorld's fault. The death that happened in Canada, yes, Tilly did that. So I take my hat off to SeaWorld to take a killer whale that someone said, should we euthanize, bring it to SeaWorld, which, by the way, no trainer ever swam with Tilly in the history it was there. Tilly had youngsters with it because it was socialized with females there at SeaWorld. So the value that Tilly has is insurmountable compared to what happened.
But Jack,
is terrible.
It killed another trainer after already having killed one years ago.
Right. Again, all I can say is about the astronauts, this is the type of work that we do, okay? We do everything we can for the safety of our animals and visitors first. You know that SeaWorld in vitro planted, they can now take killer whales, take the sperm and the eggs, and have a baby killer whale. Let's say 20, 30 years from now, there's 200 killer whales left in the wild. Let me tell you where we're going to go. We're going to go to SeaWorld and see what to do to save this magnificent creature. That's how valuable it is for what we're doing with research. I mean, I hear all these other people commenting about killer whales. Give me a break. SeaWorld are the ones that know more about killer whales, and the millions of dollars they spend in rescuing whales is unbelievable. And we put them back out in the wild. So no one hears about this.
But at what point does a whale get too big to be in captivity?
At what point? I don't know. Some people say they know what the whale is thinking. That's impossible. I don't know what the whale is thinking. I don't know what stress is to a whale. All I know is that SeaWorld provides the best possible care. I've been going to those parks for 30-something years, and I've always seen nothing but animals that seem to be very, very happy. That's all I know from what I see as a person that's been in the business 40 years.
All right, Jack. That's all the time we have. Thank you so much. And again, our condolences to you.